So, from your experience, how have you been able to break that shackle and be able to be what you are today?
So, I'm going to make a small request to you. If you permit, I'd like to start. So, I want to tell you the reason why I made this request to stand. As they say, aadat se mazboor. Now, what is it? What is it that we do in a courtroom? Okay, we have a judge sitting here. I can't sit and speak, right? In the presence of judges, we stand and we address the court standing. And I think for me, standing up and speaking is a great source of empowerment. I feel very thrilled when I'm in the presence of a judge, and most judges are very receptive. I have to say that throughout my career, I have addressed very receptive judges. And yes, she's here. She's here. So I'm just following my routine. I'm following my tradition. I'm following what I love. So this is it. You see, you're standing up. You're standing up for whom? You're standing up for yourself. You're standing up for the client you represent. You're standing up out of respect for the judge who you're addressing. And you're standing up for justice. I have to say this. I have to say this. I must thank you, Mr. Jaising. And Nina, where's Nina? Where's Nina? Okay, there you are. So I need to thank you for this really unique opportunity that you've offered me of this amazing interaction between me, who has always been a litigator, and all these women who are in the corporate world, who are in law firms. I find it empowering. I find it an empowering experience. This kind of mix, this kind of getting together is totally empowering for me. And so thank you, Nina, for this opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity and for, like I said, I had to take your permission to stand here like you always do. So that's the first thing. So now all of you have this brochure. Yeah, second, all of you have this brochure in your hand. I don't want you to read my biodata, but I want you to read the first line. And if you haven't read it, I'll read it out for you. It says, and this Mr. Lalit Bhasin had to persuade me and persuade me and persuade me to give. He kept saying, where is your profile? Where is your profile? I have no profile. What can I give you? You know. So, but he was so persistent that I had to do it. I took a pen in my hand. I said, now what should I say? And the first thing I said, which is recorded right here, is Indira Jaising loves law. That's it. That's all you need to know about my profile. Indira Jaising loves law. Now I'm using my own name, I know, forgive me, but it could be anybody. Shweta loves law. It could be any one of you, right? And Nina loves law. So, for me, there is no separation between work, love, and life. And that, I think, has I've been interacting with women over tea. Mr. Bhasin told me people will want to interact with you, so I did. And I kept getting feedback, amazing feedback, very good feedback, very flattering sometimes and very empowering sometimes, where people say, Ms. Jaising, we see you as an icon. So to all of them, I want to say, especially on an issue like this, yes, women need empowerment, but women need also solidarity. Women need also collectivity. Women need, and Justice Pratibha Singh did make the point that let's acknowledge the men in our life who have enabled us to do what we do, and I fully agree with her. Yes, people say, oh, behind every powerful man is a woman. No, it's the other way around. Behind every powerful woman is a supportive person, a supportive man. It's just the other way around. So just a few concluding sentences. I would love to hear what all of you have to say. It's not about whether you need all you want. Let's use the word aggressive over here. I want to introduce the word aggressive, which I used when we had our little Zoom conference. I have been accused of being aggressive. I accept that charge without demur, okay? I have no inhibitions about being aggressive in a court of law. Let's be very clear about it. Aggression with respect. Please remember that. You cannot be disrespectful. You can be aggressive in representing a client, but you cannot be disrespectful to a judge in a court of law. You may win, you may lose. It's a different story altogether. But with all the aggression at your, when does aggression come? When do you get aggressive? When you're trying to make a point and somebody's refusing to just open their mind, and that's all we expect from a judge. We don't expect that you will always decide in our favor. No, we only expect an openness of mind. That's all. You will notice if a judge has an open mind, no one is aggressive. Now, we had Mr. Pali Nariman addressing us this morning. It was such a pleasure to hear him. In my opinion, he is one of the most aggressive lawyers I've ever met in my life. He has, in some respect, don't forget, he comes from Bombay, so do I. And throughout, in my early years of my career, I have watched him address the court. I've watched him address the court with great admiration. And I have learned from him that there's nothing wrong with being aggressive. He is a successful lawyer. He's Mr. Bhasin's mentor, but he will not compromise on a point which he wishes to make in court. So that's the issue. That's the reason for the aggression. We are not aggressive because we are women. We sometimes need to be aggressive in order to represent a client, in order to put the point of view across. I'd just like to make one final point, and that is that I ask myself, what are my guiding principles? Mind you, I don't think any of us have ever, quote unquote, arrived. We are all works in progress. For me, I'm better today than I was yesterday, even as a lawyer. Every single case teaches me something new. Every single case challenges me. No matter if I've done, and of course, a section. Every time I'm dealing with a section, if I've read it before, I read it again for the case in hand. There are hidden messages in the law which you must learn how to decode in the interest of justice. So finally, I'd just like to say to the people who've been asking me repeatedly, where does this come from, blah, blah. It comes from the preamble to the Constitution of India. That's all. It just comes from there. Justice, equality, liberty, fraternity, dignity. Now, all you need to do is commit yourself to those principles. You will get all your answers. Thank you.